The Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. And some room to work. Makes it past the marker. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24. This defense, its head is spinning.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
They'll move the wide receiver. Running inside, it's Martin. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment.
Throws toward the end zone. In the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown, Indiana!
There's really never any doubt with this guy. The coaching staff always talks about his leadership and his mental toughness. That was a bad interception on the opening drive, but he's able to turn the page and show you his short-term memory and just come out and stay aggressive, sling it around a little bit, and this offense is able to answer with a touchdown of their own.
And how nice is it if you're a coordinator to have a guy like that you can depend on? Like, he doesn't dwell on the one mistake. He doesn't let it turn into 2. A lot of times you can see that snowball effect, man. Just a nice bounce back for him individually and for this offense to put the early turnover behind him.
And he makes the extra point. 75 yards on the touchdown drive, and they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. As Holly mentioned earlier, this home crowd can create a huge advantage. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Williams. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Here comes the option. A very short pickup there, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Here's Carr to throw. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoke the fear of God to this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Indiana sends the offense onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Motion from the back. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. With the draw, it's Beatty. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly,
there he goes. The 20. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish!
And I'm kind of surprised. That's his first rush of the football game, and they give him the football, and you see why this dude is a baller. Like, give him the ball, he can make people miss, and he can hit home runs, put points on the scoreboard really quickly. Jesse, one touch, one touchdown.
yeah, and I think the offensive coordinator now is kind of hoping he probably scripted this game a little bit differently. He should have done it on the first drive. They didn't give him any touches, but he's now earned a lot more carries. You're going to see this guy get force-fed now the rest of the game after that run.
And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. On the run, it's Richard. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11.
5, 29, go!
Back to pass, it's Hoover. Fires to the middle. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Man, that's a great example of KYP, know your personnel. A QB that doesn't run great, trying to get outside the pocket. Nice job by the defense, applying pressure and running him down and getting the huge loss.
The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Gonna run it. It's Mobley. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready. They're more alert, dialed into the running back. They're like, listen, we've given up one big play. All eyes on him. Nice job getting the guy on the ground.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Now here's Carr. Zings it complete to the right. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Love the accurate throw by the quarterback there. Curl route against man coverage. You got to put that right into the body of the wide receiver who's running back towards you. Nice job executing it, and they pick up the first.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. Throwing, Carr. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy and being physical when he caught it. When he catches the football, I've got to immediately impact him so he can't catch it. That's how it's done.
C.J. Carr firing again. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on 4th down.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
4th down, Carr. Makes a grab past the marker. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
Notre Dame comes to the line, that last completion giving them a fresh set of downs. Tight end now in motion. Using his feet. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Motion from the wideout. The run inside. It's Mobley. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
They have been running ISOs in football since the beginning of time, right? They want to isolate that linebacker. A lot of times they're going to pull a guard. Great job by the defense seeing it, getting downhill, understanding where the ball's coming, going downhill, attacking it, and getting the big tackle for a loss.
He might want another play. Carr above the noise. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage, and did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage, you jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process, and that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT.
Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Fires to the middle. Got his man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And I love that play call. There's a great example of sudden change situation, right? Your defense gets the turnover, you get it right back. The very first play, let's be aggressive. Let's take a shot and see if we can catch the defense napping. Boy, oh boy, did that ever work out great.
And the Hoosiers come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
So now it's second and long.
5-53.
Gives it on the option. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this third and long. They'll send the back in motion. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Looking down the middle. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Trying to take it back. The 30. The 20. 10. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. How about this defense taking one back to the house? Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Running inside, it's Richard. Stopped after a gain of 3, it'll be 2nd and 7.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Hoover. He'll throw it. Good timing on the quick out. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work.
Man, every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Trying to escape and get it himself. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. The Hoosiers take their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And now on second down for this offense. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Second down, they'll go to the air. Trying to get behind the defense. He's got it down the field. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll go to the air. Fires into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
One more snap coming before halftime. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. And ready to kick off this second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here come the Irish back on offense. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
How about the coverage by the defense? It's almost like they knew they were running a curl route, sitting on the route, doing a good job of seeing the quarterback, breaking on the football. This defense is dialed in to no matter what you throw at them.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. To throw, it's Carr. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Going the other, kangaroos his way. The pick 6, he takes it in. Touchdown, Hoosiers.
And this defense comes up with another big play, man. They get the pick 6. They get the mistake. They've been flying all over the field, playing well with their hair on fire, Palmer. forcing some turnovers, really doing a good job of confusing this QB.
Yeah, and on offense for the quarterback, you've got to stop with the turnovers. Now, obviously, turnovers lose you games. When you allow defensive touchdowns, the analytics show you your losing probability goes way up. Right now, they'd be out comfortably ahead if he would just stop giving the football to the other team. They need to settle him down before he gets back out on the field.
Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Here's Carr to throw. And that one's incomplete.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Quickly complete. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
Makes a catch. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open. Quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Carr. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Now here's Carr, looking deep. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Got room on the return. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity.
Well, the good news is after that 2nd pick of the 3rd quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that. This guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the 2nd half.
Man, it's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the 2nd half. You need your quarterback to play smarter.
Gives it on the option. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stems, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield, and make this life hard on this running back.
Looking to throw, it's Hoover. There's the pressure. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
Defense came on the field with fresh legs, and here on just the 2nd play of the drive, they're able to get a sack.
Oh, the D has to be feeling it now. See if they can get another sack on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Trying to make magic with his feet. At the 35, he's got room. He gets it to the 34-yard line, but excellent 3rd down defense, and 4th down's coming up. Here comes the field goal unit. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. And that is no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Headed outside. It's Mobley. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They go right back to him. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
This quarterback part of their running game. Let's see exactly where they mark this, but it looks as if they're going to be a few inches short of the first down.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed into the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understanding what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And that's just how they drew it up. Nice job by the QB. Listen, 4th and short, this is a tough situation. You want to keep it as a quarterback. He makes the right read. They stick their foot in the ground, and they get the first down. Not by much, but they get a new set of downs.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. They'll move it back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. Quarterback may change this route. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Mobley. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Throwing, Carr. It's complete on the right side. At the 40, there he goes. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. Notre Dame comes to the line that last completion, giving them a fresh set of downs. Play action, C.J. Carr. Sends it downfield. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw, wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
They're dealing with a second and long. The run inside. It's Mobley. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Carr above the noise. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And if that don't light your fire, your wood is wet. The best play on a field is when the big boy, the most athletic people on the field, the defensive linemen, make game-changing, awesome, super athletic interceptions.
First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Running inside, it's Richard. Not a lot of daylight, he gets one to the 32. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Right back to it. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
He's going to be a little bit short of that first down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble.
Well, I know this guy is really athletic, but it's going to be hard to outrun a DB. It was a really nice job scrambling, trying to get what he could get on that third down, but there's the DB in the open field. Nice job rallying to the quarterback, getting him down. Now it's decision time for the offense, 4th and short.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. Gets the back moving. On 4th down, trying to find his man. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
We're at a juncture of the game now here in the 4th quarter. One possession game. Every critical down and distance is going to matter. And on that 4th down, the defense gets the win. Great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion and a turnover on downs.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Play action. Carr throws to the wideout. He's got it. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one.
Gain of 25 on the play. First and goal.
And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead on 1st and goal, they can also drain the clock. Motion from the wide receiver. On the move. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Going for 6. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Well, what a play by the defense there. Trailing here in the fourth quarter by 1 possession. Able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. What a huge play, what a huge mistake that was with that last interception. And now this, he lofts it high and deep down the left side. Goes high to pull it in. You want to talk about changing field position. The huge play takes it down to the 37.
I love offensive coordinators that take shots in sudden change situations. You just got the takeaway. You're not wasting any time. Defense is jogging on the field. They barely have time to line up. You take a shot deep down the field, and you hit it, adding insult to injury to the opponent. That is a great play call.
That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. To the air. It's Hoover. Here's the heat. And they got him.
What a great response by this defense. You give up the big play. What do? You respond right back. You get upfield, get to the quarterback, get the negative play, and get the momentum right back.
The Hoosiers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They are getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
Now on 3rd down for this offense. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And the Hoosiers will bring the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication.
Oh, he's got some space. Past the 20, the 10. He is in. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the 2nd level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Sends it back in motion. Looking for room. It's Martin. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
Nice 1st down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to throw, it's Hoover. Oh, they're after him. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Makes the catch. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
Hey, down in the 4th quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him. And he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
The Hoosiers getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
You got to love what you've seen from the defense in this game, too. They knew coming into this one against this quarterback, being as talented as he is, they were going to have to be really good in coverage on the back end, and that's been the case all game long. They have never let it be easy for this quarterback.
Wants to keep it in the air. Pocket breaking down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
Finds his man. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to 2. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
This drive facing a little adversity now. A 10-yard loss leaves him with 2nd and 20. Looking to pass. It's Hoover. Looking long. Goes high to pull it in. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
And they're attacking the middle of the field. That's a big gain by the offense. And I know the big fella, I know it takes him a second to get going, but once he gets 8, 10, 12 yards downfield, those are big strides, and it's hard for people to keep up with them. Really nice job getting vertical. Nice play by the offense.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. It's caught. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Under fire. Got some room in under the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
Got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play, because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. And a really nice job that time, showing off the athleticism and picking up the 1st down.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. They're going to run it. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Indiana! The Hoosiers right back at him.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying to run it in. He gets it in there again. Scored the touchdown, got the 2. He's doing his part to mount the comeback. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Like Holly told us, this crowd is not going to fade away, and they're rising up now. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Fires left. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to throw, it's Carr. Bringing the heat. Takes a hit as he fires. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Right down the middle. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover.
That one got away from the quarterback. They've got the lead, but it's not by much. Just can't make mental mistakes like that. The football never should have gone to that intended target. The defense makes them pay. Could they now take the lead here in the fourth?
Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
5-yard gain on that play. It'll be 3rd and 5.
And, man, this is a big third down coming up. What is this offense going to lean on? They've tried the run. They've tried the pass. Hasn't been great. They've got to put something together here trailing the fourth quarter.
In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Got the quick pass. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. And I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
Touchdown, Indiana! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And with that touchdown, they've tied the game. All you got to do now is kick the extra point. You need to do a great job on special teams covering, and your defense just has to hold on because there are only a few ticks left on the game clock.
And they did have to knock through the extra point to move on top, and they have the lead in the 4th. And now we are set up for quite a finish. Fielded in the end zone, it's Mobley. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Here's Carr to throw. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, and no doubt that's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drive.
And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. Notre Dame explosive in the passing game. Let's see what they do here. Dropping back, it's Carr. Quick completion on the out route. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. The completion picked up 6 yards on first down, now 2nd and 4. Through the air again, Carr unloads to the wideout. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
A huge pressurized kick coming right now as this game hangs in the balance. And this field goal would be etched in the memory of their fans forever if he could not. Had everything all lined up. Got a good snap, good hold, good kick, but not quite far enough. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw 2 really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, 2 really good teams. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Ballman.
I think good teams find ways to win